The Halloween That Almost Wasn't came out in 1979 and stars Judd Hirsch as Count Dracula. It aired on the Disney Channel. All of the monsters gather in Dracula's castle and talk about the rumor that somebody started that Halloween was ending.
Count Dracula has ordered the world's leading monsters to come to his castle immediately. This conference on the night before Halloween only confirms the rumor from an unimpeachable source that Halloween is in danger of disappearing forever.
There's the Wolfman, the zombie monster, the mummy, Igor, the witch, and Frankenstein.
Learned any new dance steps lately?
Watch this one.
Very graceful.
The dude who actually plays Frankenstein is John Schuck, who played the Frankenstein in the Munsters television show. So the witch reveals that she was the one that started spreading the rumor that Halloween was ending.
Ah, so it was you who started the rumor that there would be no more Halloween, huh? You got it.
Because in this movie, if she doesn't fly over the moon, Halloween just does not happen.
Do you know what it means if you quit?
I know, boss.
I know you know. I want to know if she knows.
It means no more Halloween. The end to a beloved 2,000-year-old tradition.
And she says she'll only fly over the moon if the rest of the monsters meet her list of demands.
Now you listen to me.
No, you listen to me. If you want me to ride over the moon tomorrow night, you will agree to every condition on this list.
The monsters refuse, and she runs down this really long hallway, and this Scooby-Doo run back and forth between doors scene starts. She ends up getting away on her broomstick, and Dracula follows her in his bat form.
Hiya, baby. It's me, Count Dracula.
Didn't think it was a hummingbird.
But he sees that the sun is almost up and has to go home. When he returns, he slams into the door.
Igor, you did it again! How many times do I have to tell you? Keep my tomb door open at night, closed in the day. Open at night and closed in the day.
He does this weird acrobatic jump thing right into his coffin. The next night, Dracula says he has a plan. He wants to break into the witch's castle and hypnotize her into flying over the moon.
Now I want you to close your eyes and relax. Close them a little bit more. That's better.
The witch retaliates by bringing the Three Musketeers to life for some reason. They just pop out of the painting and they start having a big fight.
Master, believe me, they're just illusions. They can't harm you.
Can't do me any harm, huh?
And then she makes her way into the top of the castle where she proceeds to lock herself in a room.
I can't hypnotize her through the door. I have to get inside, into the room.
This next part was one of my favorite scenes when I was little. Igor comes up with this weird plan that if Dracula can turn himself into a little bat, he might be able to wedge himself underneath the door. Dracula does this, but in order to become a little bat, he has to do this little bat chant thing.
Teeny tiny bat, 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 teeny tiny bat.
Now, Igor comes up with another idea, that someone should sneak around the ledge and get into the room. So Igor has to go outside, and in the background you can hear that there's a song playing that's reminiscent of the same chant that Dracula was giving as he was turning into the teeny tiny bat. Igor gets a rope and just swings in and swings right out the witch's door. So the monsters finally give up, and Dracula has to give in to the witch's demands.
All I want to know is, are you meeting my conditions?
Yes.
My picture is on the posters instead of yours? And you'll share the leadership of the monster world with me? And you'll take me disco dancing every night?
Disco dancing? I don't remember disco dancing.
But she's really mean and refuses to help him just because she thinks that people don't like witches. Just when it looks like Halloween is gonna end, two little kids come out and convince the witch to fly over the moon.
Please change your mind. If you don't, there'll be no more Halloween. No more jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkin pies. Worst of all, no more trick-or-treats. No more fun dressing up in costumes to make believe you were someone else.
She feels so bad for the kids that she decides to do it because one of the kids looks like her.
You look just like me.
This is my favorite costume because of you.
The movie ends with this big disco dance where all the monsters have a super party. The witch turns into a cute chick, and then Dracula rips off his clothes to reveal an awesome disco suit, and everyone just dances out. Someone should make a disco Dracula movie as soon as possible. I would support this. The Halloween That Almost Wasn't won an Emmy Award in Outstanding Individual Achievement in Children's Programming. It got a VHS release in 1992, but for some reason they changed the title from The Halloween That Almost Wasn't to The Night Dracula Saved the World. To this day, this movie has not been released on DVD and can only be found on internet sites and YouTube. For some reason, just seeing all these monsters come together and try to work towards saving Halloween, and they're actually all good guys in this, was just kind of cool and refreshing. It's definitely a made-for-TV Halloween movie that I would suggest watching.
This is monstrous.
Naturally.